Kam Singh.
Once, there was a man named Kam Singh, whose was quite opposite to what his name suggested. He was perhaps the laziest man in the world. Nothing could make a big and strong Kam Singh work, and he spent his day lazing around. He survived on the kindness of people who helped him with money and food out of pity. Slowly and slowly, freeloading became a habit with Kam Singh. Kam Singh was so lazy that he did not bother to clean his cottage, himself or his clothes. People would look at him and turn away. On the other hand, there were enough people who gave him money out of pity, and soon he took to begging in order to survive. Once upon a time, it was monsoon and raining. Kam Singh could not go out to beg and waited for the rain to end. When his stomach really started cramping with hunger, he braved the rain and went out, but could not get anything that day. Everyone shut their doors on his face. And then he approached a man who looked at him carefully for a minute and gave him a tight slap. He said, "Kam Singh, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm your childhood pal Sundar. I have always worked hard and today I own a factory of my own." Kam Singh did not say anything and quietly went away. He did not eat that night and kept tossing and turning as sleep escaped him. Next day, he got up late when the sun was already in the sky. He came out of his cottage and saw tiny ants busy in collecting rain on the ground. Then he heard the chirping of some birds and saw that a bird was busy feeding her little ones. Then he saw cowherds in a distant village taking their cattle for grazing, farmers working on their land, and women folk carrying and fetching water from the village well. Kam Singh thought to himself, everyone is working and are busy in collecting grain. Birds are feeding their young ones and villagers are busy doing their work. It is only I who refuses to work. Kam Singh stood thinking for some time. Then Kam Singh suddenly decided to work and went off towards the village to look for work. There was no shortage of work for him in the village. And so a lazy Kam Singh became a respectable working man.
King Mouse.
Once upon a time, there was a mouse named Choo Choo. One day, he found a piece of fine red cloth. He thought to himself, "Wow, what a great find! I know what to do with it. I'll make a great hat out of it. Yeah!" So Choo Choo went to a tailor and said to him, Mr. Tailor, please make me fine hat out of this cloth." Tailor said, "Go away, you little mouse. Don't waste my time." This made Choo Choo angry, and he said to the tailor, "I will come at the dead of night and bring an army of friends along and nibble all your clothes away. Yeah!" This scared the wits out of the tailor, and he made a fine red hat for the mouse. Choo Choo wore his new hat and looked in the mirror and said, "Wow, what a nice hat! Only if it had a bit of brocade on it." So now, Choo Choo went to the brocade man and said to him, "Hey, greeting, oh brocade man, greeting." "Greeting, Mr. Mouse. How do you do?" replied the brocade man. And Choo Choo said to him, "Mr. Brocade Man, will you please put glitter with gold and silver lace on my hat?" The brocade man said, "Go away, mouse. I'm busy." Choo Choo the mouse said to the brocade man, "I will come at the dead of night and bring an army of friends along and nibble all your brocades away, okay?" The mouse's threat scared the brocade man, and he immediately put glitter with gold and silver lace on Choo Choo's hat. Once again Choo Choo wore his hat and saw in the mirror and cried out, "Wow! I have become a king! Yeah!" Now Choo Choo rushed to the king's palace and started shouting. When the news of Choo Choo's shouting reached the king, he ordered his soldiers to bring the mouse to his court. When the king's soldiers asked the mouse to come with them to the king, Choo-Choo said, "Talk properly, you insolent man! I am the king! My hat is better than the hat that king wears. I will not go to him. Bring the king to me." The king came to Choo-Choo and said, "My crown is better." The mouse said, "No, my hat is better. Agree with what I say?" The king said, "No, I will not." Then the mouse said, "Oh, is that so? I will come at the dead of night and bring an army of soldiers along and nibble all your crown away." The king was not scared. He was amused. He said, all right. I agree your hat is better." So now the mouse said, "No, now I am the king. Have a throne brought for me." The king said, "Oh, it will be done." Then called for a mouse trap. A mouse trap was brought with a yellow carpet with blue cushions. The king said to the mouse, "Come inside and sit on your throne." The mouse proudly walks inside and sat on his throne, and then the mouse trap was closed shut.